everyone, welcome. This is going to be your reading for November 16th through November 30th, 2019. Welcome back, subscribers. Thank you so much for all the likes, subscribes, and comments. I love how active you guys are on the videos, and you've been so supportive of one another with commenting on other comments and liking other comments. And I just think with what we're all going through right now, you know, a little love and support is so appreciated. So keep that up. I love seeing that. If you're interested in a personal reading, the link is below. You'll book directly through my website. It's very easy. Also, I am a master energy therapist, and I specialize in distance energy healing and therapy. It doesn't matter where you live in the world. I literally have clients all around the globe at this point, which I'm beyond grateful for. So the link is below with all the information on my website about the distance energy healing and therapy. You'll also see a really awesome 15% discount for first-time energy clients or your very first energy session with me. So you can absolutely take advantage of that. This is my full-time work, so thank you guys for keeping me so busy. I just love that. Lastly, you will see the link below for Instantgo questions. So if you just have a single question and don't want a full reading, Instantgo is a great way to reach me. So that's it. We're going to get straight into the readings. Hello, Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Again, this is for November 16th through the 30th, 2019. All right, we are building to the new moon in Sagittarius, which will be on the 26th. We're still in Mercury retrograde, so I'm so curious to kind of see what's going on with you guys. The last readings have been quite intense, so okay, interesting. So we're starting out with the Knight of Wands. This energy can be a little bit hot and cold, up and down, in and out, a little bit unstable. So I'm not picking up that this is someone that you're dealing with. I'm kind of feeling like this is the energy around you, which with this, you know, full moon that we just had in Taurus and Mercury passing the sun, and we're still in Mercury retrograde, there's just a lot going on energetically. So I feel like if you've been feeling off the past few days or the past week or whenever you're watching this video, there's a cosmic reason for that. So I guess the message that's coming through is if you're feeling like this, a little up and down or just not your normal balanced self, I think the message is don't take it personal. There's things going on around you and you're just feeling that and picking up on that. I do feel like it's maybe caused you to quiet down a bit or pull inward with the Four of Swords. So if this kind of erratic energy has made you just feel off, it's okay to take a step back and a time out and to let things settle before you feel like you need to do something or say something or whatever it is. You know, the Four of Swords is kind of like a miniature hermit card. So you pull in, you self-reflect, but you know, you've got this sword down here, like ready to go at any time. So it's like trust yourself of when you're ready to speak up or to connect. And again, with Mercury in retrograde, you are supported with communication. So trusting when the right time for that is. I've also got the Page of Wands out here. Okay, so if this up and down, hot and cold energy around you is not resonating, it can be somebody that you're dealing with. It is a general reading, so this can be about you or it can be about somebody that you're dealing with. So when I'm looking at all three of these now, maybe you've been dealing with somebody who's been kind of like hot and cold and in and out with you. And so you just shut down communication and pulled back and said, you know what, I deserve a lot better than that. I'm not gonna enroll into that. And maybe that person shifts a little bit. So the Page of Wands energy is a little bit more grounded, a little bit more excited for something new. The inspiration comes. So yeah, there's been a shift. That's like what I'm feeling. But the shift happens when you kind of pull back a bit with your energy. So again, that can be within a relationship or just around you. Okay, let me see what else I've got. Okay, next up, Libras, we've got Three of Cups. You may have turned your attention towards friendships and connecting in that way. Maybe any of the heaviness or seriousness or some of the love stuff we've been talking about in the last few readings, maybe you've just needed to pull back from that, regroup, stop thinking about it or overthinking about it, and you've just turned your focus to what feels good. Spending time with friends, spending time alone, tuning in. And I do feel with that time, there's maybe some honesty with yourself that's been coming to the surface. Seven of Swords can kind of be about, not wanting to face something or getting away with something, which with the energy, oh, there goes my kitty cat. Talk about sporadic energy. So with this card, you can't hide from yourself right now, I guess is what I'm saying. With Mercury retrograde, with building to 2020, all of our inner lessons, inner things that need to be healed, miscommunications, all of that is kind of being forced to the surface, whether you want it or not. So I've got this Seven of Swords out here with the Devil card. So if you've had any patterns or thoughts or behaviors within yourself or within your closer relationships, those are most likely highlighted right now. So what is that for you? Do you not express yourself in the best way? Do you shut down and keep things to yourself when it would, work a lot better to speak up and clear? And this can also be someone specific that you're dealing with, okay, with the Devil energy. It can be Capricorn energy. So if some of you are dealing with a Capricorn, this can also be similar energy to this kind of unstable Knight of Wands. She goes again. I don't know what's going on with her. Kind of unstable energy, or a little bit of games or manipulation, or just something that is challenging you, but it's like you can't hide from it anymore. So if you've been avoiding maybe having a conversation with this person, then now is the time to do it. And when I'm looking at the Seven of Swords and the Three of Cups, it's like maybe you're hoping you don't have to deal with it and you can just turn to going out and drinking and having fun and socializing, but you can't hide from the universe. I will say that. If this is a lesson or something that needs to come up for you, it will. All right. So I am asking about Libra in love when I'm shuffling. I feel like this reading is less about love, even if you're in a relationship or you're single or you're dating, but this is more like personal messages for you, which in turn will affect you in your love and relationships. Okay. Wowzers, Libra, it's like the fear is back. Look at this, 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords surrounding the Ace of Cups. So with the energies of the last few readings of kind of the messages that somebody may be returning or you may be reconnecting, this could link into some of that if there is fear or if something needed to change or happen around that connection. But I'm feeling like maybe this person showed back up and all of those fears and things came back up in you about love, like truly letting love in, or that highest level of love. Because this Ace of Cups is really an abundantly loving card. It's romance, it's happiness, it's joy, it's feeling connected. But you've got a lot of fear and like crazy thoughts around this. Maybe you've had to be brutally honest with somebody that you've been in love with or in a relationship with, and that has really caused a shift here. Because if you were avoiding, or if you are avoiding dealing with something, I think that's what's going to lead to maybe this breakdown when it comes to love and to a relationship. But I feel a lot of energy around this. So if you are in love or you have reconnected with somebody, this feels very strong to me. So this may be just things that you really need to deal with and bring up. You can't be alone in your thoughts with your fear and your anxiety. So communicating, right? You can't hide from it. You can't hide from that anymore, and you can't shut it down anymore, Libra. So there's a strong message here of you facing something that maybe you've been afraid to face or afraid to deal with. I do feel that it has to do with like a close personal relationship or a romantic relationship, something that is near and dear to your heart. That's what I'm feeling with this Ace of Cups. So if you have fears or if you're afraid or if some situation is giving you anxiety, you've got to speak about it. And the Ten of Swords, I feel it can be an ending, but it also can be a huge shift. Like the ending will happen so something new can begin. Okay? For some of you, this will be the ending of a relationship. I don't always like to be the one to bring that message, but if it's not the right relationship for you, then it will end, and you have to see that as a positive thing. But this can also be the ending of your fearful thoughts, of maybe the ego or the mind getting in the way, blocking you from love. So I feel like I need to I can't end with a end on that, so I feel like I just need to pull a couple more here. Okay, yeah, you guys are cleaning up and clearing out things that need to be dealt with. So kind of like I was saying, so in the shuffle, I was asking for clarity in the overall messages for Libras. Knight of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. You've got to go through this because things are shifting and turning. So all of this, Libra, that I'm feeling that feels really heavy and a little uncomfortable, I hate to say it, but you're being supported by the universe because something needs to be dealt with. And again, I'm feeling that this message is for those of you in a relationship, those of you who are single, any Libra, because this is not specifically about love. So whatever your relationship status is, this is something within you that you need to face and kind of deal with. You can't sweep it under the rug anymore. Now that I've got all the cards out here, I can see it so much better. So the reason this has to end and this has to shift and you have to face this is because you are preparing for stability and for things to move in your favor. So again, with this new moon building to Sagittarius on the 26th, we do have a little bit of fire energy out here. So that can help kind of push you to move forward. But there's just this Seven of Swords is in the center of your reading. So there's something here for you with yourself. Something you've been avoiding, something you haven't wanted to deal with, something you haven't spoke up about, and that has to happen within yourself before you can bring it forward to others, okay? But you're moving forward. There's a reason, okay? So you've got to trust the things that are uncomfortable. You've got to trust whatever clearing and cleansing that is coming up for you because it's very strong right now. I know I've been feeling it. Pretty much every client that I speak to is going through some sort of shift and change. So we're all feeling it. And it's going to continue until, into 2020 and with that expansion. Okay. Okay, so last messages for you. I've got Guardian Angel. You are supported through this. So don't watch this reading and feel fearful, like, oh no, something bad is going to happen, this is here to support you. Because whatever this is that's relating to your specific situation, dealing with it is going to set you free. It's going to put things in motion of moving to a more positive space. And the Wheel of Fortune brings fate and divine timing and abundance and cycles coming to completion. So this may be a heavy cycle that you've got to go through, which we all do at some point. I've also got power here. So remember, you're not a victim ever. You always have some sort of choice, and there's always something that you can take responsibility for in every single situation in your life, good or bad. So being able to see that will help you be in more of a place of power, because then you get to make a choice and a decision and choose something for yourself that maybe you wouldn't choose if you're in victim mentality, okay? Whew. That felt a little bit stressful, Libra, I'm not gonna lie. So I hope this reading has, resonated or brought you some sort of peace and clarity of what you can do or how to navigate through these next couple weeks. If it didn't resonate, no problem. You can watch your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus, or your Jupiter. The link is below for personal readings. You'll book directly through my website. And again, I am a master energy therapist. I specialize in distance energy healing and therapy. Doesn't matter where you live in the world. We'd schedule according to your time zone. And again, this is my full-time work. So if you are feeling off or just uneasy in your energy or something, you're trying to navigate through this, the energy therapy can be really, really helpful for that. So you'll see the link below for a 15% discount for first-time energy clients. So you can absolutely take advantage of that. And I think that's it. So, oh, and I love your comments below the video. I read every single one. So thank you for taking the time to do that. I'm wishing you all the best, Libra. I will see you guys back here for the December 1st readings. Take care.